Reform UK are really clear that the NHS is absolutely broken. 7.5 million people. Look, I want to give you a couple of really important data points about how broken the NHS is, and simply throwing more money at the NHS is not going to work. 2 decades ago, the NHS cost each British taxpayer £2,000 per person. Last year, it cost each British taxpayer £3,000 per person. That's adjusted for inflation. Now, are British people getting 50% more service? Quite the opposite. 2 decades ago, there were 1 million people on elective waiting lists. Today, well over 7 million people. 19,000 British people had to wait more than 3 days in accident and emergency last year. So the system is broken. Reform, we've got some brilliant people already looking at this. By the time we get into government, we will have a plan to solve these issues. But I will say one thing that is really important, and one reason that I can tell you with high conviction Labour will not solve this problem. It's the same reason the problem got worse under the Tories. In the end, this is a supply and a demand problem. So long as there is a population explosion, it will get no easier to get a GP appointment, no easier to move off that waiting list and actually get your ailment sorted if you're on an elective waiting list, no easier to get seen in a sensible time frame in accident and emergency. And in fact, people in this country will get more like third world service levels from their health service than what British people deserve.